Our last video of the day is, or right now at least, is our normal. It is Friday, and you know what that means? It means a preview for AEW Rampage, as Rampage is set to feature Wardlow, Eddie Kingston, and Ortiz, all having promo time. I'm sure we will hear from Wardlow about his ongoing rivalry with the TNT champion Samoa Joe. As well, we will also have Jade Cargill against, I believe, Willow Nightingale. Or, sorry, Verta Vixen in a title eliminator match. Also, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal will compete against Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens. An interesting tandem, and I guess a way to tease a possible title match for Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. But just think about this. Did you ever expect that Jeff Jarrett and Billy Gunn would be competing on a national television show in 2022? I mean, Billy Gunn, both guys in their 50s are in better shape than I am, and I'm 28. Which, good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know if that's something I should be admitting. But I did already, so let's move on. Also, we have a $300,000 Three Kings Christmas Casino Trios Royal, which is just a fancy way of saying a Trios Battle Royal, which will include, surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, it will include the Dark Order, it will include the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. Of course it will, because it is Rampage, so an episode of Rampage can't go on without the Rampage regular Orange Cassidy being featured in some form or fashion on the show. Also, it will feature former Trustbuster Ariya Daivari teaming up with the Varsity Athletes, and the BCC, I believe it is Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and former AEW World Champion Jon Moxley in the Battle Royal. I do wonder if this is basically an insistence that the BCC will be in the trios side of things, or will be visiting the trio side of things. But also, is it basically an insistence that the BCC will be in some form or fashion in winning the match, because it'll be a big coup for whoever eliminates the BCC to basically say that they're the one that eliminated the BCC. I'm sure that there are some people that I'm missing, but I'm always a fan of Battle Royals, and it seems like AEW is as well, which I'm more than fine with, because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Battle Royals, and this is no difference. I'm sure that there's other but this is also a continuation of a holiday batch. Here we go. The Los Ingobernables del Falcon, which also includes Rush, Preston Vance, and someone else. I don't really, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Okay. The Battle Royal consists of Los Ingobernables del Falcon, or Del Faction. Also, Kip Sabian, the Butcher and the Blade, the Blackpool Combat Club, the Best Friends, and Orange Cassidy, the Dark Order, and Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and AR Fox. The Trios division, and like I said, the Premier Athletes and Ariya Daivari as well. The Trios division is actually expanding and a lot bigger than I thought. But to say that it is an unexpected day, or an unexpected edition of Rampage, the Battle Royal, in my opinion, is going to be a featured part of the event, because there is not a lot going on tonight's edition of Rampage, as I am already done with the preview. So also, it is worth noting that, well, maybe I can make this a little bit of a news video as well, because there's very little, well, there is nothing wrong with branching out a battle royal and making a battle royal a big feature. I am a little thrown off because I didn't realize that there was such a small amount of stuff going on Rampage tonight, outside of the battle royal and the tag team match. But can you imagine seeing, or the backlash? Actually, can you imagine the heat that Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal would get going against Bowens and Max Caster for the tag titles? Because can you imagine how much hate they would get for allowing Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal to challenge the tag team champions for the belts? Because Jeff Jarrett getting a tag team title shot in 2022, I mean, the tag team that challenged Ric Flair in his last match, you didn't think that it would happen, but it did. You know, like, I couldn't tell you that I would have expected seeing Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal on. You know, that I couldn't tell you that I would have expected Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal being featured in the tag team division of AEW. Like, I would not have expected this. I would not have expected this. But there is more of a, it's more of a bridge show or a building block show from what I'm seeing for AEW Rampage tonight. But this is something that they could build upon in 2022. I really, you know, I'm a bit thrown off, to be honest with you, but either way, this has been the preview for, this has been the preview. And I'm going to keep it just as the preview. I'm not going to include any other news. If it was relating to AEW or if it was relating to Rampage tonight, then I would bring it in. But it's not, so I will just save it for another news video or do a little bit more research and do a separate video on it. Either way, this has been my preview for Rampage. If you are looking for wrestling tonight, you got SmackDown 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox, and right after SmackDown at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central, it is AEW Rampage on TNT as we wrap up the go-home shows for WWE and AEW before the Christmas holiday. Once again, if you do celebrate Christmas this weekend, or if you are celebrating Christmas this weekend, I wish you a happy and safe holiday, and I will see you all in the next one.